So last episode, you all woke up in a prison. Some of you had an idea of how you got there. Some of you are still trying to work it out. After familiarizing yourself in the main core area of the prison, mingling with a few people, Gunn, you were whisked away. And you had a very interesting conversation with the captain of the prison, which resulted in you knocking him out and then forcing him to summon the rest of your party into his office. At the same time, Weeping Widow had attempted to help in a small riot that kicked off, and in the sound of the alarm and all the guards moving in on her, she decided to panic and run. Fortunately, Gunn managed to avoid the death of Weeping Widow by moments of more brutality against this poor prison captain. And once you were all in the prison captain's office, having de-escalated the situation, you decided to escalate the situation once again, and set the alarms off. And just before we ended, Pangolin went outside of the captain's office to deal with whatever was outside. And within a split second, Pangolin came back through the door, with the door, having been shot in the chest by 3, what you all have seen as robot children.
Children?
Children.
So they look like those creepy things that they have set on the roadside near schools.
Children.
I dread to think what you're even talking about.
You
I
haven't
don't know
seen
what you're
those?
describing, but horrifying.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, you don't have them up north, clearly.
And so that is where we begin again. Pangolin, you just gathered to your feet, having been thrown across the room from a blast. And you look up and you see these children, as the rest of you all look around, and you see these 3, the robots staring down the corridor, the glow from their eyes staring at you, waiting for you to make the first move.
Okay. So is Pangolin, like, he's gone like straight through the room, through the door, and
Yeah, he's come back into the room with essentially pushing the door across the room with his back, slammed in against the opposite wall. The door is now imprinted into the opposite wall, and Pangolin has fallen to a heap and he's getting back up. Everything that was in between the path has been smashed into the wall as well.
was it like? No, I'm just wondering, was like the desk or anything in the way, or was that to one side?
He's pushed the desk aside a bit, not the desk with the computer. It was like the sitting area has been knocked aside.
Okay.
Oh. You alright, Pangolin?
There's children out there.
What? And they threw you through a wall?
I'm gonna clamber back up to my feet and walk back out to the door.
Yeah.
What are we doing with this guy? I'll look at Gunn.
We're taking him with us.
Do you think that's wise?
He knows stuff. We hand him over to Alex.
And
He comes with us.
suddenly, as you're stood here discussing this, all around you, lights start flashing red.
Oh.
I think that's going to be a difficult thing to take him with us.
Don't matter. We gotta do it. Hey, do you reckon you can switch that bloody alarm off there, Doc?
I could try.
I should remind you, who's got a collar on still? Or did you remove everybody?
We moved them all, didn't we?
Yeah, because that's what set the alarm off, and that
was it. Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy we're holding, he's got a collar on.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Doc, you're stood in this room. As you readjust, having your collar just fallen off, and you reassert your energy powers, you feel blocking on your power of the walls, as if you can't sense anything outside of the walls.
Like the bank.
And this staticky effect, like the bank, is present in the walls again. And you can only just see it in the room around you. And this is where you start to worry, because you can go down the corridor to where these robots are. And you can sense an almighty power that you've never sensed in a single object before. This is like nuclear reactor power levels that you're sensing from each of these robots. And as you focus, you also feel a fuzziness about the robots themselves.
What do you mean, like fuzziness, like in the walls?
The fuzziness that you have on the walls, it feels like they are fuzzy themselves, every single part of them, but so much more powerful. They in your mind, you can sense like just a huge amount of static energy from them.
Okay. I think, even though I can sense some of the energy, I think I will try and take some of, like, at least attempt to take it away. I know there's going to be a restriction with the fuzziness and everything, but I'm going to try.
So you're going to try and remove the power from the robots, or from the alarms around you?
Well, if I can, the alarms will only do this room. They won't do the whole thing.
Yeah, that's how you feel. You can sense the little alarm box on the wall near you that's flashing. You could probably drain that of its power, but you wouldn't be able to. You can start to hear it throughout the whole prison that you're in, and you doubt you can probably pull the whole alarm off.
Okay. Yeah. So before I do that, I will turn to Gun. I just say, like, the walls are blocking again. I can probably turn the alarm off in the room, but not like building wide. We're
All
being like confined. From
Okay, right. We gotta try and block this signal. If we meet any of these other mutants that are out there, they're gonna try and use the collars on them. Do you think you could block that signal?
Disable the collars, or disable the remote.
Disable the kill command is what I'm getting at. There's a signal that's being sent clearly.
I think I can. I mean, I can always try and disable the remote, or just turn off the collars if we meet anyone. Just try and help anyone.
Quickly discussing this.
Switch the collars off on every single mutant in the building.
Just on us.
No, just as.
No, you've just deactivated yourselves. And as you are stood around discussing this, you all hear a loud explosion in the distance, which is shortly followed by the sound of gun blasts and screaming.
Let's go.
I'm gonna look at Gunn and say, if you want to bring him with us, I can't be near him or he will burn to death. And I'll push him in your direction.
Okay, I'll grab a hold of him, gruff of his neck.
And I'll head out the door off the penguin.
And as you get to the door, you're reminded that this corridor in front of you is blocked by these three robots, who still haven't moved and are staring at you as you look down this corridor.
Okay. Like, when you say that they look like robot children, what size of children are we talking?
They're about 4 foot.
Okay.
So about like 10 years old kind of age.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit younger.
Okay. So, yeah, definitely not tiny children. Okay.
Not toddlers.
No, because that would have been even creepier.
Easy to kick.
So, as we come out the office, they're literally just not moving, just watching.
They are blocking the corridor, staring at you.
Oh.
But you gotta, and we have to go through them to get through to the other end of the corridor.
Yeah.
And that's the exit or the way back to the holding cells.
Can I sense any stone yet?
The floor is a very thin marble that you can sense. You may be able to use bits of it, but you can't detect much more than that. The walls appear to be metal lined. But again, you don't sense anything beyond the walls with your powers.
Okay. I just turn to the others and is like, so what's the play?
Well, usually hit them, so
Yeah, but they fire back.
I think that's a good idea, Pangolin.
Too
I can
sturdy.
take it.
I'm gonna crack my knuckles next Pangolin.
Right, stay behind me.
Are you joking? I've seen what happened to that door.
Stay sort of to one side then.
My fists are gonna start glowing orange. Ready when you are, big guy?
Right. I'm gonna just run forwards and charge at the middle one.
And as you begin to run forward, each of them raises their arm with a glowing light, and you hear a awful noise coming down from them as they begin to attack back.
I can take it.
Oh.
The door behind the door.
Begin a combat, shall we?
Can I not hide?
No.
There's nowhere to hide.
I'm back in the office.
Hide behind
I
Pangolin.
didn't get out the door quick enough.
Hide
I'm
behind Pangolin.
afraid not. That's it. Right, let's get before you all roll things, let's get the turn order sorted. Where is it on roll 20? Anybody?
Yeah, don't use roll 20.
You have a button on your left-hand side panel, I believe.
What's it called? Because it's not called turn order.
One of them.
I'm
It would
not
probably
gonna
help
have
if you rolled initiative as well.
You have to open it first, I believe, on roll 20?
No.
Oh, there you go, found it.
Hey, look at that.
There we go. Yeah,
Oh yeah, I don't have a token
we
selected
don't
because there aren't
have
any tokens on
tokens,
this
do we?
map.
Okay. Okay, I'll have to input
Do we
these
have a
manually.
map for this, or are we theatre of the mind?
That's I don't know why that's come from.
Van.
There's a van with initiative of 320,
I think the van's going first, guys.
which is
they
fairly
win.
accurate when you consider its relative movement speed against a person.
That was its speed.
Okay, let me get
I'll check
Corey
yours
or
on.
something for you.
No, I don't want to go hide. It means I go first.
Yeah, it means you can hide
Yep.
before combat starts.
It means you're probably going before the robots, though, so
Yeah.
Yeah, with no skills.
maybe you can think of something to do. Or start, I mean, there is some stone around, so maybe you could start trying to pull that together or something.
Make some snowballs.
I presume you can reuse the stone once you've thrown it.
Mm-hmm. So why not? I've got being very attractive. Maybe they'll.
And they are robot children. Think very carefully of how you finish the sentence.
No, they might think that like I'm a very attractive mummy, and do as they're told. I've got fascinating persuasion. Maybe I can persuade them.
I mean, you can certainly try.
It's about my drink everywhere.
Be worth a shot. I mean, every angle needs looking at so we don't die. We can't take shots like Pangolin can.
Oh, I've got emotional blast.
They're robots. Next.
I mean, if the robots with emotion, I think we'd be more worried about the making robots with emotion than actually getting
I can
shot.
make a coffin and put them inside the coffin, throw tombstones at them. That's it.
I mean, the coffin worked for the fireboy.
Fireboy.
There's not a lot of stone in here. Like, you make one very thin coffin.
Let's gun roll initiative.
Hope they can't break out of it.
I did. Yeah.
Don't use my hero
hasn't shown-
point.
oh, did it just
I've
go
got
to GM?
3. So those 3 hero points are going to
seems
make
abstract.
make them persuade them, make them cry, and build a coffin round them.
Don't know if it works in combat.
Oh.
You can edit scene in combat.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, give them
I think my idea is really good. I don't know why we can't go with it. Rules.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah,
Who needs rules when I come up with an idea like that?
He agreed.
Right. So going first, Widow. So we enter combat.
Oh god.
Let's see where this goes because it's going to be amazing, isn't it?
I'll just be back here.
God, why am I so? Why is mine so low on initiative?
We don't have points in
I have a
agility.
thing called initiative boost somewhere.
We also don't have a thing called initiative boost.
Oh yeah, that
wait.
Why did my initiative only roll for GM? What's the deal there?
I
Go into
saw
the
it, it's
options tab.
fine.
Send in
And
private
change some
method.
other things.
Yeah, it's on
It's
the
set
options
under
of the
options.
sheet.
Oh,
By
okay.
default, it's set to the GM for some reason.
The roll target for combat is roll to GM only, and that might be useful to have showing.
So
Yeah, just set them all to public because then the stream can see them.
Weeping Widow, you are stood watching as Pangolin begins to chase down this corridor, and you see the
want to
robots.
try and-
What are you doing?
I want to try and pull up as any tiny little bits of stone out of the floor and make lots of little pellets. So like these as Pangolin's running, these little pellets, there's lots of them firing at them. So like, they've got like radar goody, like there's going to be like, there's lots of little stones.
But that's canon now. She said it.
Because it's multiple targets rather than one big target. So I want lots of little thingies, and so the little shooty things are gonna like be like those rather than at Pangolin.
Okay, so you put
Okay.
you start
Gaff.
to pull the floor into bits. How far
Yeah.
are you doing this around you, or are you doing it down the whole corridor?
Down in front of them, so it's like them, but so none of
Okay.
us get hurt.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So you begin pulling up bits of bullets from the floor. Little balls of marble begin to fly up,
Go.
and you go and you push them down the corridor, and every single one of these bullets that hits the robots smash. And
I wanted them to
cloud
fire
of
the little
dust-
meats at them.
A cloud of dust appears in front of the robots.
Oh, flipping heck. And then I'm going to run away back down the office and hide.
Okay, so you're then gonna hide in the office.
Yes.
Okay. From this cloud of dust in front of you all, you begin to lose sight of the robots. But you see the glowing blue bolt come shooting down the corridor. Pangolin, you are at the front charging at them. We're going to see if this whacks into you.
Hit me. It don't.
It doesn't. and it flies past you and hits the wall to some side behind you. Done.
Right. I'm forcing this guy in front of me. I'm stepping out into the corridor. Now I've got assessment on these things. Well, I've got this one of my abilities assessment. I'm quickly able to size up an opponent's combat capability. But I can't perceive them now because of the big cloud of dust, right?
You can only see the lights of their eyes and their weapons.
However, I do have kind of supervision.
Yep.
Supervision. I have supervision. I'm supervised.
I need supervision.
And if they are moving, I can see through stuff. See them.
They are not moving. They are
At all?
They have lifted their arms up, and that is it.
That's kind of frustrating.
They are not actually.
I am
moving.
throwing one of the pool balls straight down the corridor trying to hit one of them between the eyes that I can see.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, billiard balls last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You just want to toss a billiard ball.
I want to throw it with force. As an improvised weapon.
Yeah, okay. I bet you don't have an improvised weapon set up on your character sheet, do I?
No. It'll be a ranged attack, though.
It's just flat ranged combat.
Is it? Okay.
Which, in essence, is flat dex, if you don't have any ranks in ranged combat specifically, which you wouldn't have because it would be an improvised weapon. Essentially, it's flat dex.
Okay, so I mean, I think if I do this...
That's the one.
Yep.
Good.
Let's see.
Versus their dodge DC.
Thank you.
It should be at the top of that defenses section.
Yes. Yeah, and you hear the clunk of this billiard ball hit something in the dust. And you hear a bit of a movement, you hear like servos moving.
Oh, I can see them all of a
dust.
sudden.
And yes, as you see, one of them in the middle is moving forward now in agitation, and you can see just on the forehead there seems to be somewhat of a little dint.
Incoming!
Igni,
How far down the corridor are these things from us?
at the moment they are about 10 foot down the corridor from you.
Oh, only 10 feet, okay. In that case, I'll just run up and through the dust.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw where they were, so I probably, unless they've moved, I'll probably have a good idea of where they were. And I would like to attempt to use my superheated hands on them.
Mm-hmm.
Do I just roll that, or does that just happen?
The
you
offences. Bottom left of your first page, your stats page on your character sheet. That's the one.
Yeah, and your hands collide with them. You grab onto them, and as you do, you feel a pushback from them. Your hands hurt as you're doing it. You definitely are superheating them, but at the same time, it's hurting you to touch them.
In what way?
It's kind of like how do I describe this?
It was like a haptic feedback.
It's sort of, but it's like all your fingers feel like an intense pins and needles sensation, as if loads of tiny little electric shocks are pulsing into you.
Okay. Does it look like anything is happening other than just I basically slam my hand against them then?
You see that they are heating. The metal of their skin is starting to glow a little. And you can definitely see your hand imprint is making a mark, but it does seem dullened.
Okay, did it roll its DC check against the attack then?
It did.
Is what I'm getting at. Okay.
Yes, it did.
Cool. I don't remember what the action economy is in this game. I don't know if I can do anything else.
You can
move
do
and
any
stuff.
like shouting actions if you want or anything, but no, you can't.
Okay,
you
as
can't
using my free action, then I'll just activate my superheated skin.
Get hot.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be it.
Okay. And you're in the dust with these robots, Igni. And which did you go for the middle robot? Or did you go for the side robots? The
Well,
back?
sorry. Presumably, I would have gone for one of the side ones because Pangolin was kind of in the middle.
Yep.
I'd say I went for the one on the right-hand side, if that makes it easier for you.
Yep. That's okay. Yeah, that's fine. So as you're on this robot, not the robot in the middle, but the opposite robot, you could just make out, because you're in the dust that's almost starting to settle, you see this arm move and point right at you as you see the glow come out.
Okay. What do I do with this information?
What's your dodge DC?
Yeah.
Sorry?
You
Dodge
dodge
DC.
DC.
Defenses. Top of defenses.
As in click it.
No,
it's
what
what
is-
the
what
number
is-
is.
Oh,
No.
right, I see. Yeah, dodge DC is 15, so I think that misses.
Yes.
No, it hits, doesn't it?
No misses. You
My
still aiming
DC
for the
is
higher.
15 and it rolled a 12, so it misses. Right. The
We're not
effect
playing Call of
DC is
Cthulhu here.
damage.
Yeah.
We're trying to roll over the DC.
Yeah, yeah.
And so you just hear this blast come whizzing past your head. And then the robot that you're looking at also, as you're trying to heat it up, it brings its arm right up to you, and that will be doing a blast on you.
They're also point blank shooting.
Yes, they're called shoot normally.
Ah, okay. Apparently, it's shooting normally is missing, so I can't complain.
I was going to say, it doesn't seem like a time to complain about.
But yeah, you hear this another blast go, but as you saw the arm, you would manage to duck your head just in time. Franklin.
What's my name? I'm just going to charge straight up to the one in the middle and hit it.
Yep. And you kind of meet it as it comes out of this little dust cloud that's created. Are you just attempting to fully charge into it?
Yeah, I mean, it's technically a charge movement, but it's a movement followed by an attack. It's irrelevant. I'm just hitting it.
Yep, go for it.
Wow. Whack it.
Jeez, okay.
Yeah, that is... Yeah, that you definitely collide it. You feel a tremendous weight as you hit it, but it does budge, and you are able. The robot doesn't lift up though. You collide with it, and the whole robot like scrapes along the floor with you.
Ooh,
It is ridiculously heavy. But yeah, that will be taken.
with that being a nat 20, the DC for the damage is 32. You add 5 to it. You add a degree of success to damage, so...
Okay. Right.
Just to clarify.
Fair enough. Down.
This is good to know. This is good stuff to know.
So that is 1. So that'd be 3 degrees of failure. So yeah, you knock this thing back. It doesn't collapse or anything. It's kind of still stood in its positions, but the lights in its eyes go out and start flickering, as if whatever you've done has just jonked all of its systems. And it goes dark as you kind of let it go, and it slides a little bit further past you.
Nice.
These are over. That's it for me.
Yeah. Straight on to Doc.
So I'm guessing that with the still being a dust cloud, but I can hear the shot. I am now going to try and absorb the electrics, the little bits that I can feel. I'm going to try that.
Okay. And as you grab them and pull the energy, normally, like you siphon energy at a rate, but as you grab onto them, it's slower. It's really difficult to pull, and where you would normally be able to pull out loads of energy in a brief second, you're only able to like pull half of what you normally can from these things. It's as if they're resisting that siphon going on. But yeah, you are able to. Yeah, do you want to roll and see how much, if you cause any damage doing this? Yes, that.
That's the roll button next to my absorb electricity. I don't know You what? I don't think I've ever rolled that before.
I did point out before the stream I've not done Tony's sheet because you've never shown it to me.
That's fine. Have you got access to it now?
No, not unless you give it to me.
I will give that to you now. And
What
see
do you want me to roll?
I don't know, because that shouldn't be doing that. 1 second.
I'll go back to bopping. Also, like the turn order, the numbers are changing. I don't know what that means.
Yes, we're going in order.
I was 6 and now I'm 13.
You were always 13.
No, Doc
What's
rolled
it?
a 6.
Yeah, I rolled a 7, but now I'm 14. It's still in order, we just get different numbers somehow.
I just noticed it going through. It just kept changing. Sorry, it was just at the corner of my eye just changing. I was like, ah.
Yeah, I rolled a 23, and now I'm 30. Somehow 7 has been added to all the numbers, I think. Or to some of them, anyway.
Why? We've got a poll of who's going to die first.
Okay.
Nice.
It'd be me in general. Just
Nobody picked me.
I
That's
don't
nice.
know why.
I enjoy the fact that people think Pangolin will die. I need
access
control. I need control of the character to access the actual character sheet rather than just the bio.
Sorry, hang on.
The thing about that poll is that Infinity's not on it. What is it?
Can we kill the GM?
if it'll help the poll, I've been given secret information that these things probably can actually hurt Pangolin.
You should have an
no.
echo.
I mean,
If
to
you
be
get secret
fair,
information that Pangolin has to roll his dice. For a change.
That means it could hurt you.
if Pangolin can't pick it up, I mean, just saying, he's a buff boy.
He's not a strong boy, though. He's just a tough boy.
A little bit.
I mean, we don't know that. Like, we just see him as, we can throw cardos.
He tried to eat a child.
Non-existent. I mean, we don't know that.
I do.
We don't know. He's up into some weird stuff.
Pangolin. Made him naked. I know he tried to eat a child.
He
That's
did
it.
do that.
Wow.
Right,
I
what's
just
there, guys?
take the damage effect is just the ranks of power, so 8.
Yep.
Because also that's not how energy absorption works, but that's a separate conversation.
Is that against will, though? In absorption?
Probably against fortitude, it's physical effect.
I'm surprised it wasn't my character sheet that caused issues this time.
I need to do fortitude or do this?
No, they do.
No, that's it.
How is it minus?
They are children. That's all I could say of it.
They are children. Small robot children.
I'm glad that I have low fortitude because that makes my attacks easier.
Yeah, I've just
what
realised
is
why. Hang on.
fortitude?
I've just realised on my sheet, Josh.
We just try that one again. Oh, it's even better now. Right, there you go. It's -2.
What is fortitude? What does that stand for?
That basically means it hits them in the face. Their fortitude.
Fortitude
how they
is
deal with
resisting
this.
physical things. Not necessarily
poison
damage, but
effects.
things like getting knocked over.
Okay.
Yep. And yours was a 6. So as you siphon the energy from it, one of its eyes starts flickering a little bit as you pull the power, and you start to feel slightly energized.
Cool.
Widow, you're hiding.
I am, but I can still see what's going on.
Right out.
Would I be able to use my power to try and... Is it just the walls? What's the floor? Oh, the floor, yeah, the floor's bottom. Can I, I'm thinking of, grabbing the floor and flicking it so they fall over.
You can try and lift the panels that they're stood on,
Yeah, but I want to do it quickly. So, flicks them backwards.
Yeah. What's your power ranking in moving stone?
Go to your powers, and it's where it says your description. It's the next box. It says ranks and how many numbers does it say?
Are we going for tombstone or coffin dodger?
I think we said coffin. I think it'd be coffin dodger because that's the one I think we did for manipulations.
So where's the power? It's got 5, 4, -8,
It
12.
says ranks on one of them.
Should have ranks above it.
Yeah, you should have the name, and then there'll be 4 boxes to the right of the name.
Yes.
It'll be that first box.
5.
Okay.
I love that it's called coffin dodger.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. I was just calculating their weight. Yeah, and you've grabbed the tiles from underneath one of the robots, and you begin to lift this robot. I'm gonna need an attack roll here, I believe, because you're gonna try and fling them.
I want to fling them so they're backwards and on the.
Okay. Double check. Roll your tombstone blast for us. Nope. Your tombstone blast on your front page. It should be in your offences. You're blasting this from underneath them. Yeah, and you are able to do this. You lift the floor up around them. They go flying backwards. They land with an almighty clunk and a bit of a scrape, quite a grating scrape, as you all hear this, as you see one of these robots get flung backwards. And then this robot on oh no, it's still up and running. Pangolin, the robot that you've just taken, the lights suddenly come back on, and they're staring at you. And
Hi.
this robot chest starts to open.
Yeah, fighter.
That was concerning.
And it is going to shoot right at you. You with me?
I can take it.
Loving this music.
What fun.
I'm getting shit rolls here, like me.
Good.
Pangolin, DC.
What are we doing?
23.
Sorry, no, I meant what stat? Because something called
sorry.
Power Killer. I'm not sure what you.
It's against your will, sorry.
Thank you. That's definitely the stat I wanted to roll. I'm fucked, basically. Yeah.
Can I interpose with my advantage interpose and take the hit for him?
If it's will, it's not going to be a physical attack.
Ah, fair enough.
You can't interpose them, that's mental.
That's mental.
How far under are you?
Under the resistance, very. What's the effect hitting? What's the effect doing? I'm at least 3 ranks success under the resistance. I'm just not sure if it's built the power.
I wrote all this down, and I believe I have misplaced where I wrote it.
That's helpful. So it takes no effect. Move on.
No.
It doesn't look like it interposes only for physical effects.
No, but you need to be aware that an attack's happening to interpose.
Oh, okay.
Something that's fully mental, you can't interpose.
Okay, got you. That makes sense.
Hang on, I'm trying to get this. It's missing from the sheet.
Helpful. So it has no effects. Let's move on.
Well, I mean, it does have an effect. Hang
No
on.
proof.
Right, right, okay. So it should be draining your powers, is the effect. So essentially, it's your main stat should get affected.
There's a
So
weakness effect.
it's whatever your. Yes. So it's whatever your main highest ranking power should get affected, and lower in ranks to the level of degrees of failure. I believe. Temporary ranks, that is, not permanent. Yeah?
I'm sure it's a weird weaken, but if it's a weird weaken, what's it targeting? Because it'd be targeting a stat in that case, rather than a power rank. I'm not sure how you do reduction of power ranks easily. Makes the math weird.
We'll go with strength for you.
Yeah,
Why not? It's going to target your strength.
doable. You're supposed
Would that
to
be
be.
toughness that's going down? We either make
No, it'd be strength.
weakness, strength.
No, strength. Toughness is defensive. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, gun.
Yeah, I'm going to step out into the corridor. We're pushing this guy in front of me if I can.
Okay, you're the prison captain.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm using him as a shield.
Right.
My intention is to get up as close to one of these things as I can. Although I've got a sneaky feeling that it's going to be a bit warm up there. Isn't it?
There is a warm spot from Igni on the left. The dust
only
is
if you touch
almost fully settled now, so you've got clear visuals. You can
Okay.
see in the background Pangolin is looking not great with a robot that seems to be sparking a little.
Okay.
And then there's another one who's currently looking at Igni melting his friend.
Okay, so my intention is to get up close to that one that's just hurt Pangolin.
Yep.
Now, I don't know how this is going to happen, but I'm assuming that I'm going to grab a hold of this, whatever has just popped out of this robot's chest. I want to attempt to disarm it.
It's
I have the
kind of
advantage.
like the if you, I'm trying to explain. The chest is open and there's kind of like what looks like a glass ball that's built into its chest.
Okay.
Has just kind of got a light at Pangolin, as far as you can tell.
And Pangolin's looking ill now.
You can see he's kind of slouching down a little bit.
Yeah.
Terrible posture.
So, with my last remaining pool ball, I want to try and smash the glass ball that's in this thing's chest. Then
Smash its ball.
I want to I want to smash its ball with my ball.
Okay, so you're specifically targeting this centerpiece.
I wanted to cheat a little bit because I have the advantage of disarm, and I wanted to disarm it.
Okay.
I don't know if am I pushing my luck.
No, not at all. Okay, so yeah, she's going to be the same role as you did before. You're lobbing this ball, and you're.
I was moving up. I was actually trying to move up to.
Yeah, yes. So you move up a little bit.
Yeah.
With your hostage,
Just
and
bang.
you kind of like throw it over him as you get a clear shot.
Yeah, but to be honest, I wanted to be a bit closer than throwing it because I just realised the improvised weapon doesn't work if you're throwing it. So I'm actually using it with my hand and
Okay,
mashing the thing into it.
So you kind of get past the others who are distracted with Igni.
Yeah.
You walk up with this guy on your arm. I don't know why I'm holding you. You got your hand up, and you smash this pool ball into the robot. Okay.
That's my intention.
Yes. Okay. Let's get a close combat roll then off you.
27.
Okay. Yeah, and you collide the ball into its chest. You smash whatever the glass is, and the ball gets wedged into where the glass was.
Okay, fine.
And again, the lights in the robot go off.
Ooh.
Igni.
I'm gonna continue trying to superheat this one, which means my skin stops being superheated as my hands go back to being superheated.
Yep.
And I will attempt to use my weaken.
Okay.
So again, it needs to make a DC 20, fortitude save, or it loses toughness equal to the difference. Cool. So it loses 22 toughness, and if it goes to 0, I believe that means it's down, right?
Yep.
Nods.
Yeah.
In addition to what I'd already lost.
Yeah, and this robot just powers down in front of you. The arms drop, and it kind of begins to kind of collapse down on its own weight.
Cool. When Pangolin got hit, did he sort of stay where he was, or did he get knocked back at all, or does he just look?
No, he didn't get knocked back. He's still where he was when he stopped charging.
The robot that was in front of him got knocked back, though, and is now on the ground.
And the one that he knocked back, Gun's now just smashed a billiard ball into its chest.
Okay, I'd just like to sort of put myself in front of Pangolin, in between Pangolin and the robots if I can, and then turn
There is still a robot stood next to you, FYI.
I thought I was fighting one that was on the very right-hand side next to the wall.
Yeah, and the one that was on the very left moved up against you and also shot you.
Right, okay. Well, in that case, I'll just make my skin hot and stay where I am.
Yep. Okay. And speaking of the robot stood next to you, this robot turns to you and its chest opens up. And this is against your will.
Do I need to roll, or is this just against what my will is?
Well, first of all, it's against your DC, so I'll take it.
So is that 10 plus whatever my score is, I guess?
Yes.
Cool, so that's mine's a 12.
So you lose.
I lose.
Okay, spell, so that'll be...
What's the effect DC? Is the effect DC what I'm... Because I'm confused because it being a weaken, it seems to be different to my weaken because it has two different things.
That may be because I've not said that bit right up.
Yeah. Because just from what I know from my...
Ignore the effect bit.
Okay.
No, ignore the result bit.
Yeah,
A
that's
weaken
what I
only
was
has a
thinking.
DC.
That's what I was thinking because weaknesses don't roll normally; they just have their effect DC. So there's
So that'd
different.
be-
You roll.
So that'll lower your strength by 1, basically.
So do I need to roll my will, or is it just DC of will?
No, you roll against that DC, and you lose however many points you are below that DC.
So I made a will roll of 19, so I don't lose anything.
You don't lose anything. This blast flashes around you, and you feel a tingling sensation, but you're able to shrug it off.
We're getting there.
I need to design these bloody robots.
I only know this because I've got a weaken.
I was muted. They're crap.
No, they're not. It's fine. Remember, we're heroes.
What?
What?
There.
Since
What?
when?
Never signed up to be a hero.
I just wanted to get coffee.
Yep. Pangolin,
What? Oh.
No.
your turn.
Should Penguin have rolled a DC save then? On
I
this
did.
one? Oh, okay.
He did.
This one in front of me has been knocked down by gun, right?
It currently looks like it's disabled and has got a billiards ball in its chest.
Excellent. I'll
What
spin
balls
around
in
to
the
this one that's firing at Igni then and just hit it.
Okay, yep.
The extent of my skill, hitting it. Well, that was a terrible roll. Well, that was a real terrible roll.
And unfortunately, it dodges very easily your swing to punch it.
That's fine, I'll hit it again. Well, that was a terrible roll. Never mind.
Try hitting it, Penguin.
I'm trying. It's small.
Duck,
Yes.
it's your turn.
I want to pew. I'm gonna
On a pew.
yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna release the energy
Pew
I
or
have
puke?
absorbed. Pew, pew, pew.
Okay.
I just said one pew because that's probably all I can do. So yeah, I'm going to use my electric bolts.
Mm-hmm.
Now, because I didn't absorb the full energy, do I still get the bonus? Because I think absorbing energy gives a...
No, you don't, because you've not siphoned enough to boost it.
Okay. I also was actually reading my character sheet, and I have a plus bonus to ranged attack. Is that already on? Does electric bolt count as ranged attack? I'm assuming it does. Why does it keep changing?
Why does what keep changing?
I think Josh is on my sheet. Keeps changing
why
pages.
it keeps changing.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right. Why'd I be on your sheet?
It should now incorporate your advantage bonus, yes.
Okay.
I'm going
Right,
to say
so-
that, hoping that Josh has done it in time.
So I get a multi-attack on that as well. So I'm going to shoot 2 pew-pews. I was wrong with the first pew.
Okay.
Yes. Just straight after each other? Does that matter?
Yeah, we'll do it as the same. You can pew twice and I'll just defend once. Can.
Other page.
Alright.
Other page.
Okay.
Go back to the stats page, go to offences. That's a macro that works.
This one?
That's the one.
Yay!
They're at the same DC, you don't need to roll it twice.
Okay.
Oh, that's a shame.
Unfortunately,
Why that
Bob?
seems really low.
the electricity hits the robot, but it just fades into the robot. And you see a slight glow of electricity in the robot that you may have just slightly powered him. We know.
What's the ceiling made of?
Asbestos.
Oh, it's even better.
Most of them are.
Asbestos and cheap polystyrene tiles.
Don't worry, I'm immune.
With stone girders.
No, not with stone girders. They're using the typical iron ones that have been industrialized since caveman era.
Iron girders, caveman era.
Yep.
Pain.
Yeah.
Caveman
You
man.
get iron from the ground though, so there might be particles of stone in it.
Oh, she's gonna do a toff on us.
These are purified iron girders. The very best. They're made in Birmingham.
There's no stone or rock in the ceiling.
No, there's a metal wall, and again, you can't feel past the ceiling. It appears to be blocking you somehow.
Okay, so
wouldn't be
we
that stone.
got the floor in front of them. I'm now going to get the floor behind them and flick it on their heads.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's roll your. Yes, that's the one.
Nice.
Nice, very, very nice.
Yep. Okay.
And then hide again behind the door. Just get this. I'm just getting this in there.
And the
need to roll
stone hits them, and again a cloud of stone fills the corridor of dust.
They'll fall over.
Which one were you targeting?
Oh, I know anyone you
Only
want.
one left in there.
No, there's
That
two.
one that's
There's
the one on the
that's
left.
the one that's looking very worse for wear between Gun and near Gun, and then
There
there's
was only
one
one
between Igni and Hangman. There's still two.
I thought there was one that had its bowl broken. Is that one still alive?
It's still alive right now.
Okay.
It's just knocked out.
So we got a knocked out one with its bowl broken, one in the middle, and one that got melted.
Mm-hmm.
The one that's not looking so bad. Then, gonna flip it on his face.
Average DC is 27 because it was a nat 20.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, and are you lifting them up again, or are you pelting him? Should I say?
I'm lifting the floor, so
Yep.
he's like that, and
Yep.
then like that, so he goes,
Yeah.
and
okay.
then the floor lands
Yeah.
on top of him.
And he comes crashing down on the floor, and you see the lights flicker out. This is the robot near Gun.
This is the new thing, everyone. When you do a good thing, you could go. Because Andy did it.
The robot near your Gun. You're staring at it when its lights begin to slowly fade back on, but it doesn't get to do anything. So you have a time to do an action.
I'm gonna punch it in its face.
With your fist.
With your
my
fist.
With your people
And the
fist.
hand breaking.
With my fist.
Works
Even a
out for me.
boot with a shoe on would have might have
okay.
been hurt you less.
Okay, unarmed
It's a
combat.
superhero thing. We don't care whether they're made of metal and shit. We just punch them, right?
When you're
Oh,
a
yes.
human, though.
Unarmed combat punch.
Thank you.
Hit it.
Let's see.
Fashion. Oh,
No one.
Andy, I think you should have made these stronger. Look at his little face. Have we defeated your little
I use
robots?
a hero point to do something cool, like
You use
re-roll
a hero
that.
point to reroll it, yes.
You can use the hero point to re-roll.
I'm gonna, because I've just remembered we have them. I'm gonna use a
We
hero
each have
point
two.
to re-roll.
Did you have to use his hero point? Did that just smash it?
I don't think they rolled for the robot yet.
They don't roll for dodge.
Oh, okay.
Just have flat dodge. Which,
Oh.
actually, that should hit the
Look,
dodge.
he looks really
Dodge is only
deflated.
20.
Does a nat 1 give you a...
Yeah, isn't that like a bad thing? Does it not do anything?
No.
We're not playing D&D.
No, because
Okay,
you're
so that
re-rolling
one's
on
on
a
a
hero
thing.
point, aren't you?
I was thinking maybe just for the extra damage if I can get any. Maybe.
That's
Oh, you
not
can't
how
get more
this
damage.
works.
Can I do that?
Damage is constant.
So
Yeah,
if
no,
it's constant,
but if I get a higher,
you'd have to get a
rating.
nat 20 to get a... That would be the
in
option.
that case, it's probably not worth it. If that already hits, did I hit? I mean, I don't know. Do I have to specify I'm using hero point before you tell me that?
You do
We've
now.
we've done attacks against dodge before, so if you can remember if those hit, then...
Yeah, I know what the dodge DC is. It's hit.
Okay, all right.
I just wanted you to use a hero point, okay? Yeah.
I will promise I'll use one at some point this evening.
And as you punch this robot in the face, you know what? Just what's your overall strength?
He's got a violin. He should be using it.
My strength is 3.
He's not noticed it.
Okay. Okay. All right. It's 3. Roll me a d20 just off the bat.
Okay.
And he needs to get a violin out.
This is about to be painful.
Oh. Oh. I don't know why I'm trying to type it in Twitch chat for some reason.
I mean, it still rolls in Twitch chat, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I rolled a 7.
Okay, and as you collide with this robot's face, you do smash it, and it falls over. But you do hear and feel the breaking of at least 2 fingers in your hand as you smash this robot in its solid, mysterious metal face.
It's fine, you've got like 6 more.
Yeah. And this robot collapses down.
On one hand.
Very weird hands.
How did we never notice that?
That's just from the north. They have many fingers.
See, it's because he's a Simpson. That's why.
How did we not notice he has like 7 fingers?
On one hand.
I mean, how many times do you actually look at someone's hand?
That's me. So there's one left.
It's on the floor under a pile
It's
of
on the
rubble.
floor. Does it have its? It's got its ball out, right? Because it just used that against me.
Excuse me.
Yeah, but it is currently chest down on the floor, covered in rubble.
It's not a lot of rubble though, because you said there wasn't a lot of stone, right?
No.
Okay, I'm just going to put my hand on its spine and try and melt it.
And as you put your hand on the spine, you feel that tingling sensation. Fight it back again. Well, at least it's positive now.
So it loses 10 toughness.
Yep.
Cool, and it's on the floor. It's okay. Yeah, I'll just stay where I am. I won't turn my heating back on because I don't have to.
This on this, you all see the lights begin to come back on, and this little robot starts to stand back up. Anglin?
Oi.
This
Is
robot
one in front of me
is...
still up?
Uh,
Hang on. I'm trying to keep track
no,
of them.
you turn around and you're fighting this one that's left. There's only one left now.
Cool. That'll do. I'll let that one.
And it's starting to get back up. Yep, you want to hit it?
Fine.
You get bonuses.
Just walk
if
up
it's on
and
the floor.
stomp on it while it's getting up.
Crunch it.
That's not good. No, don't roll parry, Andy. Flat parry.
It said
From
parry.
parry DC. Yeah, you don't roll it. The flat parry DC and the defenses.
Oh, right. Well, it misses.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna hit it again.
Does it not get a negative if it's on the floor,
never mind.
prone?
That's not how it works in Mutants and Masterminds.
It's getting up.
Yeah.
It's in the process.
I'd ask.
It also misses, I know.
You rolled less, of course.
No,
Doc,
that's fine.
Yeah.
you see Anglin trying to go to town on this robot that's slowly getting up. As Igni is trying to melt it. You see it is getting up. What are you gonna do? Stop dancing.
She's gonna dance.
She's gonna do a dance off with it.
I will again try to absorb the electricity because obviously it's been bad, so might throw it out.
Okay. You're gonna try and siphon a bit of juice off it. Yeah, let's do that
What we
then.
did for that.
I think it was just against my fortitude. What was your rank?
But he danced.
What was your rank
Rank what?
in energy absorption?
I have 4 ranks.
What did we say, Josh?
We were doing it against Fort DC, which is 10 plus Fort.
What?
Mostly because you've done some weird sort of weaken. I don't
Oh,
know
that's
why.
fine. It's not even a chance. Yeah, you
Doesn't
start
roll
to...
it, Andy. It's not something that you roll normally, is it?
Fortitude?
No, against it's Fort DC. So it's just 10 plus its Fort value.
Oh, wow, that's even worse. That actually is even worse than what he rolled, somehow. Yeah, I know. The system's great.
What?
I know. I think this sheet's not right.
It has a negative 11 then. What?
Let's not question it right now.
So yeah, let her. It's fine. I knew I should have got Josh to have a look at this, but then I was like, I don't want to spoil it for him. So yeah, you're able to siphon the power from him again. It's slow, but now you feel from your previous siphon, you have got that boost on your next attack.
Okay.
Get him. Get him.
Widow.
I'm going to get all the bits of stone lying around in clump and dump it on top of the last remaining one.
Okay. You're gonna kind of just... What, you're just dropping them on him?
Yeah, really heavily. So it crushes it.
Okay, so you're forcing it down as well.
Whoosh!
Yep, okay. Let's get your tombstone blast then. Yeah.
Pow.
And the amount of weight that just smashes onto this robot, smashes it. There is a small electric shock from it, and Doc, you can probably confirm to everyone that these robots are dead. There is no more
Buddy,
power.
arms up.
EED dead.
Why am I the only one doing it?
That's such a weird hand.
Josh! Josh!
Excuse me.
You have to. This is a thing
Wait,
now.
wrong hand.
Oh, which arm are we doing?
Grrr.
Grrr.
And then Andy has to get the violin out because I redeemed it, and he's all sad and pathetic because
the wrong side of things.
Did these things have a negative 10 stamina?
there
Like
we
you said, you're supposed to
go.
look over the sheet.
Totally worth the wait. I think.
You look so deflated and fed up.
You've just killed my attack.
Oh, your children.
I'm glad they're dead now, but I'm fairly certain their sheets were very wrong.
No, I think they were perfect.
Indeed.
Have later. Like, what the hell is going on with Dr. Galanick's sheet?
I've lost my hand. I need to find my hand.
You've lost your hand.
Look,
Yeah, there was
so,
an accident.
you're all in this corridor. The robots are somewhat dead. The alarm's going off. But all of you roll me a perception.
Oh.
Only if it's to it right. Wait, shit, I'm still called not Pangolin.
You are.
Let's fix that.
Weeping Widow and Gun. As the others are double checking the bodies and kind of checking them out, you two suddenly realise something. There's no more gun blasts or screaming coming from down the corridor.
Oh. We just killed all the mutants.
No, we didn't kill him.
Oh, that's all right then.
I think this one's dead.
Pangolin, can you get these
They're
wires off
all
the wings?
I turn around to the guy. What's his? Why is all the shooting stopped? He's not dead, is he?
He might just be refusing.
You're talking to the captain.
Yeah.
Alright.
What
Only enough
guys, you
that
talking
he's-
to?
the guy
Sorry.
could refer to several people in this corridor.
Sorry.
I was asking one of the dead children.
Robot children, Mark.
Robot
Let's be
children.
clear.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Not
yeah.
actual dead children. We didn't kill children, but robots.
Well, we killed robot children.
Yeah.
That makes it okay.
The screaming's probably stopped because they're probably dead.
I slap
Well, I
him.
told you that.
Ow.
It was the only logical response, to be honest.
Yeah.
So, can you go down to the computer and switch off this bloody alarm?
He ain't going anywhere. He's coming with us.
Just come and switch the alarm because it's giving me a headache.
Pangolin, wings, wire, please, come
hang
on.
on.
Go on. Actually, gun. No, not gun. Doc,
Yeah.
could do something about these alarms.
I can only do what's in this room. The walls. I can't go any further than the walls right now.
Can we go and do some bits on the computer? We can check the CCTV, check what's happening, see what's happening, switch these alarms off. He's got the pass, he's the main bloke in here. Let's slap him again.
Oh wait.
Oh. I did it.
Stop slapping me.
Well, stop being an idiot.
Look, we're going to move.
Kill you, so you
We're
might
not
just
going
go.
back. We're not going back. We're moving forward. And I'm pushing this guy ahead of me and down corridor back to the...
Let's look on the CCTV to see what we're running into.
Just run into it.
I've hurt my hand. I'm angry.
While talking, I'm just going to try and break this wire that's tying Igni's wings down.
I was just gonna say I want to go up to one of the robots, and I know it sounds daft, but I want to just touch it to see, like, because there's the fuzz. I want to see how much of the fuzz I can feel being that close to it.
Oh, the
If you
fuzz
get
is
what I mean.
gone on these robots now.
All right, okay.
They're not fuzzy anymore.
They're not
No,
fuzzy
no,
anymore.
But in my mind, obviously the walls are fuzzy.
Oh, the walls
So-
are fuzzy, yeah.
I want to know. Actually, yeah, I kind of want to just figure out what the fuzz is, but I don't want to just take a robot with us. And can I take
the fuzz
its
is like
arm?
a very... I mean, you can. They're very heavy. The total weight of a robot of the robots is 750 pounds.
I don't know how much that
Quite
is.
cheap, isn't it?
Hang on. I need to look up the conversion chart.
For
I do-
you,
I just-
America, for you English people,
You English, you're English.
that is
we
the weight
English.
of 53 stone.
I can take it. In fact, I
That
can take
would
it a few
be-
times. I could carry all of them.
Yeah,
I wanted to know,
it's
what
like
weighs
strength
53 stone?
Isn't it like
Oh.
strength rank 4?
These
Not
robots.
that high.
What are the baby children robots?
I mean, they're not baby. Let's not. They're just children.
The
Oh.
small robots.
Each
The
one
small-
weighed 53 stone.
Yeah.
Very
What
dense.
is lift
Wow.
weight determined by? So just strength, I guess.
Straight strength, unless you're powerlifting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
your strength would have to
lift
be
a
at
half one.
least 4 or higher to be able to even attempt to lift these.
I can take it.
It's Pangolin could probably pick them up.
I mean, I could try.
Is your strength above
Strength 4
4?
or higher.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Well, then you can carry one.
No, because we never figured out what it was, did we? That it stopped. That did
It's a
the
dead
fuzz.
robot thing.
I don't know whether like taking a
didn't
piece of
break
it. Like,
off.
I don't know whether it's like a piece of technology or.
Whilst you're messing with the robot child,
Excuse me.
Please don't phrase it like that.
thankfully, you go up to Igni, and you're looking at these wires that are still strapped to her wings.
Yeah. And then I think I
Um,
can like pull her and
What's your
Uh,
strength?
12.
Rip
High
the
up
wings
pangolin.
off.
You are unable to snap said wings.
What?
It's not the wings, the string.
Wow.
You can snap the wings.
You don't know where to
Igni's
set the wings.
on top of that, I expect.
Because Igni's not going to let you do that.
Just rip my wings off.
And as you do, as he pulls Igni, you feel the very. It is really like thin, wired string. It begins to cut into your wings, and you feel tremendous pain from all these wires
I'll
starting
count
to
to stop.
cut into you.
Stop.
I think it's getting smaller, Igni.
Just stop.
Okay.
Ow.
I can't break it.
How can you not break it? What?
Because it's tough.
That's surprising.
Metal.
I mean, I can't get a very good grip on it. It's a tiny bit of wire.
Can I reach any of it?
It's on your wings behind you.
Yeah,
Tim, why can't we break this thing on his wing?
her wings.
Her wings.
The wings.
If we
are
knew
back
that,
to-
then we'd be able to get it off.
No, I'm asking the captain.
Oh, the captain.
Oh.
Oh,
I feel like you're more clear about this.
I can't.
I said captain!
So,
Nobody listen.
how would I help you remove them?
Because
Then
why
that's
is that
my
kill you?
instruction. You're gonna kill me anyway. You're mutants. That's what you do.
No,
We
we
don't
don't.
kill everybody.
That's inaccurate.
You do. You're the ones that are keeping people captive. You're the ones that's doing this.
We keep mutants captive. The vermin.
Yeah.
We
So
only
could-
act in self-defense.
So we might save you if you help us.
I've heard this before. I'm not helping you. And I hope you all rot in this place.
Oh.
Because you won't be leaving.
That was rude.
Okay, I give him an emotional blast.
Blast him.
Emotional damage.
Blast him.
Good job.
What?
Try the other bit.
Yes. It's not on the mental blast. I just do it as that.
Yeah, that's...
But remember, it's his base will plus 10 has to beat 20.
Yeah, he kind of shrugs it off, I'm afraid.
Wow.
Persuade. But I've got another one.
Can I not reach any of the wire even if I can get like a finger on it?
You can get a finger on the wire, yeah.
Can I attempt to superheat it because my weakness can also affect materials?
You can. Before you do you have a general resistance to heat?
I'm 100% immune to fire.
Okay, that's fine.
I can't, otherwise I would die with my superheated skin.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, yeah, so you can heat up the wire.
Short-lived mutant.
Yeah, it's a really bad mutant power, isn't it?
Hello, friends!
Like the Human Torch, but he actually does set on fire and it hurts.
I
We
believe
can all do that. Don't need a special power for that. I just
You can explode.
need a can of petrol.
I
A
believe
can of petrol and a lighter.
You begin to heat up this wire. You do feel all the wire heats up at the exact same time. It's very thermally conductive piece of wire, but it holds strong.
Okay. Yeah, I know weakness works different on objects and I can't find the page.
Mm-hmm.
No, it works the same way it works on anything else. It just objects don't regain
Okay.
toughness because they're inanimate.
So does it not seem like I'm doing anything to it?
You're just heating up the wire. It's basically just come a very hot wire at the moment.
So now it's just red on my back. Okay.
It's red. You're now like an amazing cheese grater.
If anyone gives me a hug, that'll be in for a bad time.
Yeah, don't.
You want a hug?
I mean, you've basically become a space heater at this point because all the wires are now electric.
Technically,
Well,
one day
it's
was
small,
that anyway. Every time my skin went superheated because it was touching my skin. Cool. Nobody touched me. Nobody touched me.
As you let it go and it starts to cool down, you see the captain look at you with a grin on his face.
Slap him again.
I'm just gonna burn a hole in his shirt, like just near his nipple, but not touch his nipple.
You mutants. I'll be glad when you're all gone.
Rude.
Sounds a bit
Again.
racist there, you know, mate.
Just a bit.
Kinetics have lied to you, mate.
You're just jealous.
You
You
know
know
me.
Right.
You know me.
I thought I knew you.
Wait, you knew him?
Kinetics have lied.
They have not lied. They just obviously haven't told you their plan.
Why didn't you tell us it?
Because I'm not a fool.
Not yet.
He's not a fool yet.
Did you not just see how we did destroy those robots and we could
Yes.
kill you?
And we're still stood here. Let's waste more time. I'm sure there'll be no negative consequences for you.
I did say I wanted to push him down the corridor.
Yeah, I thought we would have.
go.
But the dog will still
Oh,
mess
no, we're
with
doing
the
this as we
body.
walk. We're
Okay,
walking
yeah.
and shouting at him and slapping him.
Yeah, I just wanted to take like an arm or something, just a souvenir. But that's not a souvenir.
Souvenir.
It's the captains.
No,
No,
the
from
rope.
the robot.
Oh, okay, wow. It's
I mean,
like,
we can do
Jesus.
it.
I
He's still with us.
Yeah, we're
wanna take
taking the captain's arms as well.
Just attached to the captain.
Yeah, they're still attached to him, yeah.
For now.
Rip his arm off as a souvenir. Dark.
Well, but yeah, I just want to take a piece with, because I think in my mind it might give us some indication
You
of why
won't
we
be
get
able to
the
take a
odds.
piece of the robot unless you've got any cutting implementations. You will
Oh,
have to take the full
rip it.
robot. No, you
Not,
cannot
not
rip it.
rip an arm off with their apparently really high strength.
Somebody could, but not Doc. How high is your strength, Doc?
6.
Surprisingly high. For
6 is
people.
incredibly high for a person.
It takes a bit, but yeah, you managed to sever the arm of this robot child, and you're now catching up with the others holding a robot child's arm.
Oh, centered. Just
Yeah,
the...
cool. And then
Which
as
is
I
amazing.
catch up,
Yeah. Go on.
as I catch up, I want to heal Gun's hand.
What?
It's good.
Are you telling him, or are you just doing it?
No, I'll just be real cute. Walk up to him with a robot and just hold his hand or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Gordon,
I'm totally into it.
It's a cloud. My healing is a cloud.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's
So Gordon,
Look, I'm just saying,
you're,
just tore the arm off a robot and then came up and grabbed your hand. That sounds concerning.
Yeah.
Skip off down the corridor.
You want that one as
Dragging
well?
this giant child arm behind them.
Gunn, as you're pushing this captain down the corridor, this cloud kind of surrounds you, and suddenly you hear as your fingers pop back into position.
Ow.
Ooh. What the?
I can do that. Oh.
And you all turn the corridor, and at the end of this corridor, you see it open up into the big holding area.
This is going to be bad.
And this is where we'll take a quick break. We will be right back.
Are we going to require a content warning for when we get back, Andy?
Content. It will be good.
It's an over 18 stream.
It's mature
Or is
children.
it under 18? Which
No,
way
it's
do we say
definitely over
it?
18. We're ripping
Okay.
off children's arms, and it's definitely over 18.
robot children. We have to specify
yes,
robot children.
I mean, there could have been an actual child in that you don't know.
Well, she does because she just rips its arm off.
That's
Yeah,
it.
no.
There's been
You
indicates.
not notice the trail of red liquid?
No, I don't look behind.
That's hydraulic fluid.
Yeah, it's a new hydraulic
There's two
fluid.
busy skipping down the corridor holding Gun's hand. You didn't look.
Yeah. We'll be back in 10 minutes, guys. See you then. And you guys walk down this corridor as it opens up into the prison yard, indoor prison yard. And all around you are bodies on the floor.
Of the security guard, yeah?
No. Everybody that's on the floor has a collar around its neck. Burn marks and scorch marks litter the lot.
Hmm.
You all, as you look around, one thing that really gets you is in this area that's just littered with bodies. In the middle of the recreation area, where the pool tables collapsed, there is a woman sat filing her nails.
Oh. What?
I mean, where else are you going to do it?
And you reckon this is the woman from before?
What was her name?
I mean, it would have been kind of funny if she had
Rose.
actually was dead. She hadn't seen it coming.
Igni starts breathing faster and you see smoke coming out of her nostrils.
Can you all
You've got some
roll
stuff.
perception?
Perception.
Low high enough perception to find it on the sheet.
Oh.
Well, this
You
is
rolled
not
12
good.
last time.
Pangolin, as everyone's looking around, you look up, and on the next level, there are hundreds of the robot children staring down.
What's the floor made of?
Right, we should
Corrugated
leave.
metal.
You
Made of floor.
you just said that because you knew what I was going to do.
No, it's literally a prison. They have metal corridors
Like a catwalk
inside.
thing,
Yeah,
isn't
it's a
it?
catwalk.
Yeah, right.
But
Yeah.
what are they
Normally they're
attached
made of a
to?
lot of concrete.
What are they attached to? They're attached to metal walls.
Prisons don't have metal walls.
This isn't your standard prison, is it? It's designed for mutants.
What's the floor made of?
Carpet.
All the way down.
Just
Very
10
thick
thick
carpet.
carpet.
Because we killed your robots, you're just not going to give me this, are you? You're just not going to let me do it.
You're in a prison.
Prisons are made of brick.
If they were built years ago, this is a modern day one.
What would you do if my
You've seen how
powers...
they build modern houses now, right?
Okay,
It's
I
basically just
just-
plasterboard. That's-
You haven't noticed, Ange, but what you do notice is while you're looking at the bodies is someone's little stone collection on the floor that's scattered. You now got access to a few various pebbles, okay?
Nice.
Still got the pool table.
Yes.
It's made of concrete.
Yeah.
Guys, we should leave. There's a lot of them up there. Like, a lot of them.
What about Rose?
Pick her up, take her with us.
I've got a feeling she'll be fine.
Right.
This
Where
guy,
do
however, pushing him in front of me.
I told you you wouldn't be leaving. This is where you die.
I breathe fire in his face.
Oh no!
Okay?
Wait, gun's right there.
I do it in an angle that I don't.
It's like carefully positioning the car.
The
Cone
body...
is 60 feet.
The car is 60 feet.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
basically
it has
point blank
gone.
range to the side.
If I have an opportunity to chuck this guy out of the way,
Oh no.
I will do so.
That's what we call
I
it.
mean, you're holding onto him, but his head disappears in this blast of fire. And when the fire leaves, there's no head.
What the fuck?
I just look at you.
What the fuck did you do that for?
I just breathe out smoke from my nostrils. And then I just gesture a hand at the room.
And now they all die for nothing. Well done.
Guys, argue later. Let's leave. I'm gonna run towards the door that looked like an exit door before, the one that was behind the line of do not cross.
You're in the line of do not cross. You've just
Oh,
come from
yes.
the line of do not
Oh,
cross.
yeah, that was this way, wasn't it? Okay.
Yeah.
Which one of these other doors looks like it's an exit?
All the rest look like cells.
Right,
There are other corridors that with do not crosses on the other side, though. Kind of
that
opposite,
sounds good. I'm gonna go
mirroring
down one then.
it. Okay.
Which door did the guards come in at when we were in there in the communal bit
They came
before?
from all over the place.
Yeah.
You'd have to check. The doors that they did came from, when they were shut, just looked like prison cell doors anyway. So you'd have to go and open them all up.
Ooh.
I'm thinking.
I'm running down a corridor, so
Yep.
When I absorb the electricity, what kind of range is it? Is it literally just everything around me,
It's
or
everything within range that you can.
I don't have
I
a
mean,
range written down.
What's your power level?
4.
So it'd be everything within about 500 feet that's not blocked or anything. Which basically is everything within this prison that you can sense and see. Because bear in mind the walls are blocking you.
Sorry, cat.
that's true.
Let's try to jump out the top.
I'm going to try and absorb the electricity. I want to turn the alarm off as well. So I just want to basically just try and get anything I can.
Yeah. You just anything you can.
So you say that like that's the wrong phrasing.
Roll me a d20. Let's see what we're grabbing in this.
No, actually, I don't actually know if that's good or not.
Is it? Yeah. One.
I'm gonna guess no.
Is that a?
I mean, on a scale of 1 to 20.
And you try and siphon, and the little alarm box that's next to you kind of dies.
Wait, no sound effects for that one.
No, that was me. And as soon as it stops,
Oh, it's gone quiet.
that wasn't as loud as I thought it was. Another alarm
It's
is
gone
going
quieter
off.
than expected.
But you've turned off the one that was right near your eyes, but you can still hear other alarms in the distance.
Okay. So yeah, because I can feel I've not done as well as I thought.
No, you literally just... And the bulb above your head has just gone out. Up
Okay.
the spine.
These walls are not helping.
And Pangolin, as you're halfway down across this area, and you're all kind of staring at Doc turning off a bulb,
I would have carried on running after glaring at Gun for a bit.
you all hear a...
I don't hear anything. Did you hear
I
anything?
think he's clapping.
Did you know?
That's the quietest clap we've ever heard in my life.
That's voice activation for you. You hear a clapping coming from the stairs that are coming down from the second level.
How far away?
It's in right in the middle of the room.
How many feet away?
From where you guys are, it's probably about 30 feet away.
Oh, that's bad, but that's a bad range to be.
And a gentleman in a suit is coming down the stairs.
Oh, it never ends well.
What colour suit?
Black.
Oh. Does he look like Neo from the Matrix?
No. Well done.
What?
I said, well done.
Do we recognise this guy?
Well done, eh?
One of you definitely recognizes him.
Oh, gone.
I don't think it's me.
Gun, you recognize him very quickly.
Not me.
Oh.
This is Walter Hugh.
Oh.
When we got sent to capture Walter Hugh, were we shown a picture of him?
Nope.
Would have been really helpful.
It probably would have been useful, yeah.
Probably would have been
Yeah.
helpful to send.
I was in my notes, actually. We didn't get a picture, we just were told to go there and capture someone.
Yeah. Walter Hugh. Doing your own dirty work these days, are you?
Oh, you must be one of those employees that doesn't like what we're doing. Been with us long?
I just ignore him because I don't think I have a proper recollection.
Well, you have all made a mess here. Their deaths are on your hands, you know.
No, that you'll find they're on yours, Rick.
This was a peaceful area. They were living a life of luxury.
Oh, is that what you call
had
it?
to go and ruin it.
Well, I heard that they were all scheduled for termination in 4 days anyway. How do you explain that? How is that look?
And as you say that, there's a little... His mouth twitches. Well, at least you've saved me the job of killing a captain who can't keep his mouth shut. But you have now ensured that I am gonna have to kill you. I can't have my party ruined before I get to attend now.
Bring it on.
I breathe out
Step
some
down here.
smoke from my nostrils.
Igni, you're leaking again.
I don't think you'll want to do that. And he clicks his fingers. And from behind him and out the top doors come a load of mutants with collars on. And they are all children.
Oh.
You will surrender, or they will be the price.
How fast can you click the unlock button on that remote, do you reckon, Gun?
Oh, if only we had a speedster.
Yeah. Hiding behind children now. Low even for you, mister.
They're still mutants. I don't care about them.
Face
But
it,
I'm
this
sure you
has been
do.
about mutants, has it?
No, it's been about mutants.
Bullshit. This is about rich pricks like you keeping all of your wealth and your power through
Yes.
fear. That's what this...
You're wrong. You're not wrong. You're right, actually. But you don't realize that mutants are money. Just they're not valued yet, and I plan to change that. Whence they're a little rarer.
See.
You see, just like any commodity, if there's too much of it, it's not worth it. No one cares. But when you make it rare, unheard of, and no longer natural, well, people might be willing to fork over some money just to get hold of the odd power, wouldn't they?
What happened to Booth?
I think you probably know more than I do.
I know he thought you were full of shit.
Well, thanks to you, I'm pretty sure he's dead. Yeah, you were the ones who blew up his house, were you not?
He was killed by, one can only assume, your assassin, your snipers or whatever.
I
He's
never
not killed
sent
by
any
us.
assassin.
He was not killed by us. That's for sure.
Interesting. Now I'd like to keep you alive. I feel like you have some knowledge that I could have.
Sincerely doubt that.
He lifts his hand and he kind of does a little flick of his finger, and from behind come two soldiers carrying spare collars, and they work their way past Walter and the children, and they come down and they hold them out at the bottom of the stairs for you. This can be done peacefully. Or we can all see what happens when we don't do things peacefully. It's your choice. Either way, it would look good in the press tomorrow.
That you murdered a bunch of children.
Oh, not me, no. Mutants attacking mutants. It's the all biggest craze right now, thanks to a few of you. You see, I'm not the villain here. I'm the savior.
You really think that?
Of course I do. Why would I not?
How are you saving anyone?
You stupid mutants don't even know what you've got.
We
You
don't
could
know
do
what
so much more with your powers. You could help. You could
Well,
bring a new era. And instead, you don't. You
We are
selfishly
helping.
use them.
Right now, we're having to use them as self-defense because you decided that we.
So tell
We're
me,
all
before
wrong.
you were here, what did you good do with your powers? Who have you helped with your powers?
I have helped many people with my powers.
Really? You girl, you manipulate electricity, do you not?
Yes.
Ah, right. How have you helped the energy crisis in other countries where people cannot afford the electricity? You could easily generate a whole town yourself, indefinitely. And yet you don't use your power to help those who could benefit more from it than you.
what have you done with all your money, you
Me?
piece of shit?
I have taken
could have helped.
mutants with
Yeah,
those
and locked
powers.
them away. You've locked them away. You've stuck collars on them so they can't use their. You're full of shit.
I've only put collars on the ones that either want to use them for bad reasons or have powers that just need to be controlled. There are other mutants that I have taken who are now
I don't know.
generating the electricity of England.
Is this crap for our benefit, or do you really, really believe?
Well, I mean, I'm making my own money out of it, but you see, I make more money out of a generation station, generator station, powered by
Generator
you.
station.
A power station. I make more money out of a power station fueled by mutant power than any person will ever make out of any other type of power station, because mine is free energy. So of course I'll make
Why
my
not
own
give it
money.
away free? You say that we're not helping anyone. Give it away. Why not you?
If I
do
give it
what
away
you
for
say.
free, how am I supposed to improve the situation? You think all this technology, all these facilities and the manpower is free? In
So how
time,
do you,
with
how
the
do you
right
expect
mutant.
us to do these things? We don't have more knowledge. We don't have these technologies to be able to.
Which is why
give
you
to
were
other
asked
people.
to step forward and declare yourself mutant, so I could help you. But you
Yeah, but
chose not to.
Well, why should we give that power to you to decide what our future is? To decide
Because-
what we are good for?
Because unlike you, I have vision. I have the means to put that vision into action, and I am going to be the one who brings the human race into a new era.
Maybe we just want to live like other humans.
You'll never be like other humans.
Andy,
Yes.
that's a question.
Yes.
I've had to be quiet because I didn't want to do something stupid. The children that have the bomb collars, not bomb collars, power collars, whatever, kill
Bomb
collars,
Yes.
they're all sort of gathered at like the top of a set of stairs, yeah?
They're gathered around him.
How many roughly are there?
50.
50. The robots,
That's round number.
the robots, how many did you say of those roughly
There's
there are?
hundreds of them. Roughly,
Hundred.
looking around, there's hundreds. Every space on the catwalks above you for 3 floors is filled with them.
Okay. Are they aiming at us or are they just standing there?
They're looking down at you all.
They're just looking down, but they're not aiming at us or the children.
No.
Currently.
No.
Okay. And there's no human guards anywhere to be seen.
I think you can see now.
Okay. Where did the kids come from? They came through a door, right?
They came from upper corridors on the next level.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know.
How much would I be sure that I can
Block the signal Is that what you mean?
Yeah,
Thinking of
I
it?
completely forgot a word there. Like, turn off the collars.
Difficult. You can definitely sense the powers. You never actually use your power on these collars. You don't know what the actual effect is on, say, trying to use manipulate the electricity.
But she knows it's a simple on-off or open-close now because of the remote control.
Well, no, she just knows the remote control sent a signal to them and then they disabled themselves.
But wasn't this dead simple remote control?
Yeah, but it's
It
more
was a
difficult.
dead simple remote control because it sent the signal and the collar did whatever it needed to do.
What does the collar do? It just sends a signal into them that kills them. Like,
You've never seen a
we don't
collar in
know.
action.
we did.
Yeah, we have.
Have you?
Yeah, they killed
the
somebody
guys.
with a collar. Who the two guys who were fighting over the bullpen.
Yeah.
You said I
Oh,
felt.
yeah, she did, yeah. You
I felt the power. but
yeah, you
I
felt
can't remember what happened.
like a blip of power feed into them.
Did he just kind of started bleeding and fell lower, didn't he? So it was like a
Bleeding
kind of
from
like
the
a
ear or
shock into his brain or something.
Probably.
Okay.
You would definitely need to analyze the colours to know much more than that.
Yeah, I thought so, but I thought I'd double check. I didn't get a chance. Okay.
What's Rose doing?
She's sat with her back to all of this, still filing away at her little nails.
Is she like near any of us?
No. She's
Has
if Walter's here on the stairs, you're kind of here in the middle, kind of running across, and then she's all the way over here.
Has Walter in any way acknowledged her existence, like
No.
looked at her and nothing?
No, not at all.
Oh. Okay.
I haven't got the senses for this. I wish I had. I was gonna say, what does he smell like, and then realized I don't have that as a sense. There was a good reason behind that, even though it sounds weird.
I can assure you, most humans have smell as a sense.
Yeah, but I don't think I can go like from all the way over here and go, yes,
Bit of
he
the
smells
extra
like
cologne
child.
today.
It depends on how much he smells.
I am
I
going to
could-
ask Gun and Doc to make a perception for me.
Okay.
Because you've got eyes.
I'm going to use a hero point on that and re-roll it, if you don't mind.
So yeah, then go for it.
I'll probably instantly regret it. Oh, 25.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay, so Gun. You're staring at Walter Hugh. Epilepsy warning there for Tony. You're staring at Walter, more so than the rest. And something catches your eye as you're staring at him. And for a brief second, you're almost certain he flashed and you could
Not
see
really
right through
here.
him.
Yeah.
Thought it was much.
Hmm.
But the children are probably still real.
Yeah, yeah.
Can I, because I feel like unless anyone's got a plan, which I don't think we sort of do because we're all kind of a bit stumped, can I spend a hero point to get inspiration?
On things.
Which will get some inspiration in the form of a clue, hint, clue, or bit of help from the GM that might find us a way out of this situation.
Huh.
Yes.
Apparently. I'm looking at the list
I
to see if it will help.
We need to read the
And we pool it and do 5 hero points.
5 hero points for a big hint. Just tell us what to
We need
do.
to just read that and
Okay,
start
what
every
is-
5 hero points. We find ourselves outside the gate.
Swoop in, pick us up and take us out.
Yes, I'd like to spend a hero point for that bit of inspiration.
Ooh. Oh.
I think we could do a bit guidance.
Can I
On
ask
how
a
to spend hero points.
really random question?
Yes.
Do we recognise any of the children?
Do you
Oh,
have
that's
children?
a good question.
Does your character have children? That'd be fun. Yes, you recognise your child.
No, I just
No.
had the image
mean-
of like obviously the Grand Infinity, we did see him as a child at some point, so that's I just had in my brain that maybe.
The vast majority of the children I've met during this campaign have been punched in the face.
You tried to eat one.
I probably don't want to identify them.
Do any of them look familiar to me, like from people from Sanctuary?
No.
Okay. I still want to spend that point.
Yeah,
It was just a
none of
random
you
thought.
recognise. As an inspiration tip, sometimes it's better
Surrender.
to surrender and fight another day. You've basically got two options here that's available to you. One is to surrender and give in. Your other option is essentially it's a moral option. You can leave, but there will be a cost. It's a moral. This is a moral point in your storyline for all of your characters. So it's entirely.
I didn't
open
expect to be
you.
getting hit with a trolley problem of 50 children die or you walk away today, Andy.
I know,
So
it's
thanks
great.
for that.
Yeah, I know.
Thanks for
It's-
that.
I told you I'd
thanks
play
for that
on your emotions.
content warning there, Andy. That would have been nice to have earlier.
Ha.
Igni will take the collar and put it on.
Okay, and you all see Igni slowly makes her way forward to these soldiers that are holding out the collars. What are the rest of you thinking?
Well,
These mutants that you use to power your power station. They get paid,
Yes.
do they?
They are paid in their service. They are given good accommodation. They are given lives of meaning. And
Prisoners
they
of
are
Job.
treated with respect.
Respect.
I doubt
You-
that.
Treating a mutant with respect.
I treat resources with respect.
Mm-hmm.
Slavery, then. That's what we're talking about, right?
There are many words you can probably use. Whichever you fancy, sure. But no one cares if the power is running, if the heating's on, if resources are coming through. Shops are filled with groceries because of me. Cars are filled with fuel because of me.
I think the
Everything that
UK's been
people-
pretty anti-slavery for quite a while, mate.
They
Since
believe they
Kinetics
are.
came into power.
But people tend to not worry about that they don't know. And they won't. No. Not whilst mutants fight mutants and keep people thinking that mutants are the worst thing. You're your own worst enemies.
We can't just sit back and do nothing when you're trying to
You're-
take our lives away from us.
You're their own worst enemy.
You can sit back and do nothing. All the mutants literally do sit back and do nothing in Sanctuary. It's only when they leave their little infested hole that we have to take action on them. They stay down there, we'd leave them be.
Do you,
You
know
know-
Sanctuary?
Where it.
That is not something I'm going to discuss.
Sounds like a no to me.
Mm.
I think he's
Well.
got us, folks.
What will it be?
Step forwards and pick up one of the collars.
Yeah, I do the same.
I'll pick up Carla. Say we've got away. Want to do it again?
And you all, well, Gun? You're last to decide?
Yeah,
You hit that remote in your prisoner's wallet, right?
I did.
And as
For
you
the
all,
hero point, JC, make it true.
as you all grab these collars, I'd like you all to make one last perception check.
I'm glad somebody else has made it.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm going with roll 20. There you go.
Oh, my perception checks have been really low today.
And as you all walk forward, Doc, you notice something. The power of all the robots when you were out in the other corridor. You remember those 3 robots? They were booming with power. You're not sensing any power on any of these robots that are staring down at you.
Are they like their eyes lit up still and everything? Or
Yeah.
Okay. Can I sense anything in the collars that we're about to pick up? The collars, do they
The
have
colours that you're
power?
picking up, yeah, you can definitely sense a very small amount of power in them.
Okay, and these guards, what do they have on? Can I feel anything on them? Because I'm looking for if they're the ones with the remote. That's what I'm like.
Seen
trying
any
to
human
pinpoint.
guards, though, have we? They're just the robots, right?
No, the human
There's
guards.
2 human guards that
Oh.
walk the colours down. You can
Oh, of
sense
course.
a little bit of electricity around them. Maybe like they've got radios on and stuff. If they have got a remote in their pocket, it's not giving off any electrical signal because they don't usually until the button's pressed, sort of thing.
Scared do they look?
Hmm?
Can I make an insight check to see how scared they look?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
The humans.
Yeah. Are they sweating? That kind of thing, right?
Igni, as you stare at them, they are sweating.
Can I spend the hero point to retroactively not have put the collar on yet?
None of you have put the collars on. You've all
Okay, I've taken it, but I didn't put it on.
Yeah, you've all stepped forward together. You've
Thank
all
you.
kind of waited for each other, and you've all grabbed the collar at the same time, and you're all kind of. This is the split second where you're all about to put this collar on.
With that insight check, are they staring directly at us, or are their eyes darting around anywhere else?
Their eyes are darting around you guys.
And they're sweating bullets.
Yep.
Okay. With like obviously noticing that about the robots, what I'm gonna do is, how far back are you, Gun, from like? Are you still a distance away
From who?
from the soldiers from the stairs? Would you still be a distance away?
I think I was going to be the last one to grab the collar. I mean, I didn't specify
Yeah.
I was grabbing one, but
No, that's why I'm asking. Like, how
Yeah.
far back would you like just keep your distance?
yeah, to start with, and then when
How far
everybody
back
kind
would
of
you need them to be?
No, no.
yeah,
My thinking is, if you're further back, I am going to pick up the other collar
okay.
from the guards and walk towards Gun with it.
Oh, so if
Holding
you
it out.
hand it to me.
Yeah, holding it out so they can see what I'm doing, so it's nothing weird. And I'm going to get close enough and just try and quietly, as I say, and let Gun know that, I don't think the robots are on. I can't feel the robots. I can't
Okay.
feel much in here. But like trying to, so my back's turned, but so that the guards
Yeah.
can see that I'm handing it over, so they don't think anything's weird that I'm turning my back. If you get what I mean.
I get you.
Yeah.
I get. Yeah. So you've got Gun's collar. You've turned your back to
Yeah,
the
I'm past-
guards, and you're handing it over to me, but at the same time, you're saying no pain.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to react to that.
The gun saw the
Mine
the
earshocks.
water flicker.
Like, if you all went and got the collar, I don't
By
know
the
whether you'd be in
guards.
earshot. Yeah, you'd be too close to them. I think that's why I thought.
Okay.
Gun.
Okay.
Take the collar.
Yep.
I think at this point, I'm just trying to stall now. I'm going to
Yeah.
turn back to Walter, and I'm going to ask. It's like, right. So, you want us to wear these, but what is then going to happen?
You'll be taken to a much more secure prison where you won't make a mess of things.
You were going to kill everybody in this place. 4 days' time. These kids are dead already, right?
No. Any of the ones that are in service or in captitude will not be dying in 4 days. If you're worried about these children, you have my word, and I know that's not a lot. But they will be safe, and they will be unharmed.
As your little slaves. Yeah, what assurances that we got?
What insurance could I give you?
Good point.
Anything I say...
You've just said you're going to kill anyone that's not as any use to you.
Do the children look nervous?
No. But there's something eerie about them.
Are they... Like, are all of them standing completely still, or like none of them are fidgeting? Are they... Let me ask it a different way. Are they acting like children?
I would say they're acting very...
Robotic?
Creepy. They're not...
a bit placid.
They're not fidgeting. And as you stare at them, pretty sure they're not even blinking.
And, what are they looking at? Are they looking at
They're looking
us?
at you lot.
But like, are they looking between us, or are they all just staring at like a single person?
They can, yeah, they're all kind of fixated on one of you. Well, as you look at them, some of them are staring at you, and some of them are staring at.
I'm gonna shout, "Hey kids!" Do any of them react?
No.
Okay.
See, like,
She sort of just starts nodding her head
Yeah.
and fixates her eyes on the guard in front of her. And keeps nodding. And smiles at him.
You overplayed your hand, Walter.
While there's a little bit going on, I want to try and take the power from the collar in my hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The collar you're holding, you can very quickly just pull out any power off it and kill it.
Okay.
And as you do this, Walter turns to you. Damn. And as he says it, he disappears.
Can I make a daze intimidation thing against these two guards to try and... Sorry, can I try and intimidate the guards to be dazed?
You
I
can
want to spook them.
try, but...
I think we just have to say something like, I think you boys are about to have a very bad day.
as you're about to, all the robots also fade above you, as if they too were part of the hologram.
Ooh.
And the guards already have, like, they kind of look over their shoulder and they start to run in opposite ways.
Oh, in opposite ways. That's a shame. Which one was in front of me, lefty or righty?
The right one.
What's behind them? Let's say about between like 0 to 60 feet behind them.
The children.
Well, you say he was running away. He wasn't running back up the stairs, was he?
No, but they're literally just darting sideways. He's still...
The children starting to fade.
No. They are moving closer together, though.
Okay. I'll let him go. I don't give a shit. Guys, these children, I don't think are real children.
No, I think we called a bluff, but I don't know what's going to come of it.
Well, I mean,
I think we're about to find out.
they're there.
Multiple.
Like, they look real. They're there.
Remember that child you
And-
had tried to eat? They don't act this calm.
I didn't try to eat a child.
It's fine, he was fine.
Child?
As you're looking at all these children, they start to blur.
Ugh.
They're
And
getting
they
blurry
get
now.
closer together and closer together until they form a single person.
How far away are they? This person?
They're about 20 foot in front of you, up
Okay.
about 7 or 8 stairs.
No, still blurry.
Okay.
And this one mutant who stands in front of you, gives you a small smirk, and then he falls down the stairs.
Or like ragdolls down them, or... Did he look familiar to any of us?
No.
I'm not ever so impressed with his music.
Like fall downstairs.
Get blurry and fall down the stairs.
Was he wearing a collar?
Alcohol consumption.
He was wearing a collar, yeah.
Did Doc feel a signal go off before he fell down the stairs?
Were you paying attention to that? You focused on him?
I would have been watching, yeah, because I would have destroyed
Just
these
as he,
signals.
just as he smiled to you, you would have felt that electric pulse go off.
Yeah, fuck.
I think we leave.
I wouldn't be
word.
too worried about him, dears.
Why is that?
And
Was
the
that
woman
Rose?
that was Rose, who was sat away, has now kind of crept up behind you.
Yeah.
Well, he's been on their side for quite a while. It was only a matter of time before he failed them.
Still not.
Rose,
You move
what's that?
really quietly.
Too small.
You can see into the future.
I went through this. I see bits, and I've seen bits.
Get a collar off.
Oh, please no, it's a fashion accessory.
Okay, sure. Do you see anybody else other than us getting out of here? Is there anyone else to get out of here?
No, but I believe we just need to wait.
What, wait here? Or
Yes, I've poured some tea. Would you all care to join?
How can you be so certain?
Because I've seen
After
it.
see the
everything that's
future.
just happened.
Everything I've seen has come to light.
How did you survive?
I don't have the patience for this woman.
So these are all
Angie or
questions that can
Widow?
be answered with she can see the future.
I survived because this collar is fake. And she just pulls on it and detaches it. And puts it back on.
If mine
How
did
did
that.
you get a fake collar?
Somebody
Yeah,
else.
She's obviously working for them.
You mean them? You mean those at Sanctuary and your handlers? Yes, I am on your side. I have been for quite a while. It's very easy to slip in and out between sides when nobody even notices you even exist.
I ball up a fist and start shaking in anger and just say to her, you could see the future and you knew we'd be here and you let all these people die.
I see segments of the future. I see images, and I don't know when the images relate to. I don't see anything but a still image. I just know what may and
You
will
told
happen.
us earlier that you see things of importance. You don't think, and I gesture around the room at all the dead mutants, you don't think this is a moment of importance.
I don't
get
think
to
she decides.
control. I see what I see. If I don't see things, it's not because I didn't want to see them.
Then what did you see that we wait for? What comes?
I don't want to ruin the surprise.
I'd say you tell us a surprise or I ruin your ending.
And yet, I'm not scared because I know that doesn't happen.
Or wouldn't it be funny if I just burnt her to death? Lol. You don't know what mood I'm in, Andy. Can we at least wait outside?
If we wait outside, we won't be seen.
How do we even know how to get outside?
We don't need to get outside. We just need to wait. Patience is the most powerful thing sometimes.
And you're fine waiting around a bunch of corpses?
What patients those things in hospitals?
Correct me if I'm not wrong, but
right,
doesn't one of you have the ability to heal
Yeah.
others?
Wait.
Yes.
Well, now's a good time to practice, is it not?
I don't know if I can heal the dead.
Well, nobody knows the extent of their power until they try, dear.
Well, that could put me out of business.
Well, I mean, we can leave them dead if that brings you more money, but I'll leave
Doc,
that
give
to
it a
you.
go.
If you can't bring them back to
gonna-
life, just a business card in the pocket.
Have we still got the remote control?
If you brought it with you, yes, you can still have that.
So
Pretty
I'm
cool.
gonna get that off whoever's got it and go around and, even though they're dead, take the collars, release the collars off them.
Again, make sure that
Kill.
No, I'm going to open the collars. He's not dead. He's
Put them
dead.
on his neck instead, make sure he's...
No, I'm going to take all the collars off them.
Yep. Okay.
Good idea.
Okay.
Did the guards who ran away, did they run down corridors, or did any of them kind of just get stuck in a corner cowering?
No, they ran down the corridors.
That's a shame.
Weepy Widow, you go around and you're disconnecting all these collars. Doc,
Yeah.
you kind of really concentrate, and not every single body, but some of them have still got very faint electrical signals going on. So you kind of prioritize going to them.
Okay.
And you begin, you start doing your healing on them, and while none of them gain consciousness, you can definitely, in your medical opinion, you start to find very weak pulses on some of them.
If the ones that I do find, I will obviously ask, like Gun and Pangolin to help me move them aside,
Right.
away from the
Yeah.
actual dead people.
So then, yeah. Or do we move the dead? I mean, what's tomorrow?
Well, I can find the ones with the pulse, so it's like, right, let's be because my healing is obviously like, and it's a cloud, it's very effective,
We'll
but
put
like
dead
all in
people
one
this
place.
pile. We'll put living people in this pile.
That's just yeah. Oh, let's move them gently
Right.
aside.
And
Gently
Yeah.
move them into
We'll
two
start-
piles.
yeah.
We said gently. Stop throwing them.
I'm gently moving them into two piles.
you're there for about 20 minutes, going through all these bodies, and you kind of, the ones that you feel like you've managed to heal, and it's roughly about half that you're certain that have got faint pulses and may be able to be healed fully and recovered. When the wall at the other end of the prison, you all, one by one, you notice it's starting to glow.
What kind of glow?
Very bright red. Igni, you recognize that glow better than anyone. It's getting hot.
Yeah.
You should probably move away from that wall.
Right.
What's happening?
It's probably about to explode.
That wall near the pile of not dead people. Just to be clear.
Oh,
Why did you have to say that, Josh?
it's not.
Okay. I mean, do we have to move people, or?
It's either going to explode or melt. I don't know what it's made out of, but something's happening. Something's coming
Made out
through
of
it.
wall.
And as you're staring at this section, all of a sudden, a burst of energy blasts through the wall.
Andy, do you want to not put that mysterious character under a folder that's got the character's name in it?
Oh, it's
Before you
fine.
show it into
know
player,
him anyway.
into player journals.
I assume we recognise this fella.
Yes, you do recognise this fellow anyway.
Episode 1.
This is Tom from episode 1. If you don't remember his name, it's in the journal text. There's no bit.
Who's he?
You weren't in the very first episode.
Yeah.
Wait.
Golden Weaver, Widow Penguin, you recognise him. Igni, you do recognise him. He's one of the mutants that recently came down, and you know about him because he came to ask for a bit of help with you on his power management for a bit.
Okay. Because he's heat-based, right?
He's heat-based, so yeah, you would have definitely you would have maybe given him a few tips and everything.
Oh, it's not the one I put in the tomb, is it?
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh
it is.
shit.
Doc, you have no idea who he is.
Dropped on him.
Okay. I'm just watching this hot, fireball just...
This hot boy come from the wall.
And you just see this flame look at you, smile, and he then kind of starts to darken, and the fire starts to go out, and you see, well, for those of you who recognize him, you see the lad from the apartment buildings.
Igni goes up to him and just stops for a minute and then just hugs him.
We don't have long, but we can get you out.
Right.
Is it just you?
Give it 30 odd seconds for the tunnel to cool and there'll be a few others. Why?
We have people injured.
Dead. Can anyone make them undead? Not zombie undead, but
Please refresh.
alive again.
They tried to kill everybody in here.
We
They're
don't have
just
any
about-
necromancers, I'm afraid.
Oh, thank God.
We have healers, so we can try and rescue as many as we can, but
Yeah, this pile. These ones are alive. Those other ones are dead.
we can't be here much longer. Kinetics will probably be already zoning in on this area.
Yeah.
Igni starts
I'll be
walking
right
down
back.
the tunnel.
Penguin,
What?
we may need
I'm
you...
gonna punch you in the face.
Yes, you did.
Right.
It's alright, I forgive you. You may
Right.
need to lend a hand. You'll understand why when you go through there.
But shouldn't I wait here if kinetics are coming? Make sure everybody else gets out.
It will be quicker if we all get out if you help. In there.
Right. I'll start running down the tunnel.
And Pangolin, as you
This tunnel's low.
as you go through this tunnel, one, you recognise it's low, but this tunnel
Is that
is the rock that you feel is
Stone.
very warm. Like the tunnel's cooled. You can tell it's not from the warmth. And as you dig, you feel more warmth and everything. And you get a bit of a feel. You have senses, don't you? When you're digging under.
I do have senses. I have both sight and hearing.
And smell. And smell. And taste. And
he does smell
Yeah, well, you,
bad.
have,
touch.
you have a sense of direction.
Yes, I also have a sense of heat. So
Yes. And as soon as you enter the tunnels and you're standing on the rock and everything, you get the feeling you're really deep underground. Like you've never felt so much rock above you. The
that's
rock
weird.
down here is really dense and compact.
That's very weird.
What's weird, Pangolin?
We're very low. Hang on. I just have to scrape at the roof of the tunnel as I move along, so I don't have to duck down.
Yep. And you start helping it. And as you are doing this, you a few other mutants start coming down the tunnel, who are
excuse
also
me.
clearing the walls and making the tunnel bigger as you get down.
Excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me.
All right, watch it. What? Yeah, all right. It's not that big yet, mate.
Well,
How low down are we, Penguin?
Like, very.
Below sea level?
Are we following,
Yeah.
or did he go off?
I think it's whether you decided to.
You guys will probably be helping move the bodies.
So yeah,
walk
because he
up
went
that
off down the tunnel.
Can I do something else?
Yeah.
I want to rush back to the office where the computer was.
Okay.
And I'm just thinking that Gunn would probably want to find out some. And so I think I want to try and get on the computer. I want to see if I can find any information about Agent 17.
Okay.
If I can. If there is any. If I can gain it from the.
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to roll or do anything like that?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Did you notice that?
Gunn's gone back to the office, so that'll take a bit of time for him to get there. Pangolin, you're now in the tunnels. As you're in the tunnels, you estimate you're probably about 25 to 30 miles deep.
Yeah, very low down. That's what I said.
Very low down. Doc, you're taking you're taking Tom, Tom, that's his name, and kind of showing him the injured, along with Weeping Widow, and Igni, you're kind of stood.
I went down the tunnel before Penguin did, so I'll be helping just weaken the stone for him to clear it.
I agree.
And that's where we will leave this part of the episode.